Hey guys, Mike and Charlie with Midwest Adventure Life. Today we're going to talk about the all-new Manitou pontoon boats. This one is the Explorer model. There's the Cruise, Explorer, LX, and LT, and they all have different power plants and different floor plans and tons of different options. We're going to talk about this 26-foot Explorer and the power plant behind it, and we're going to dive in deep on this specific model. If you're interested in other models and the Rotax motor and the Rotax version, be sure to watch our other videos as we're going to go over that one as well. Should we hop on board?
Yep.
All right. So we're on the deck of the 26-foot Manitou Explorer. This one is powered by a 300 horsepower Yamaha Outboard. We're going to show you the floor plan and layout of this one and some of the cool features and some of the things that set this boat apart from your traditional pontoon boat. So this boat has an absolute ton of storage. This one sits on 3 pontoons, so it's a tri-tune. We'll show you some of the in pontoon storage. But Charlie, why don't you open up this storage and show them how much storage is actually under here. So this one just lifts straight up, and if you come in closer, you've got an absolute ton of storage. We've got some hole hugger bumpers in here, but the cool thing about this storage is it goes the entire length. So if you had fishing poles or if you had long things you want to put in, you could. This one folds up and flips forward, so you get full access through here. Again, you've got probably 8 feet of storage in here to put large items, bumpers, whatever possibly boating items you want to. And these things are hinged very nicely, very convenient. Well, throughout the boat, you've got a ton of USB power ports. I mean, 12 people could have their own plugs. You've got a Fusion audio system, which we'll show in a little bit. Here's the speaker up here. Cup holders for everybody, storage for everybody. Again, this boat is really laid out for people pleasing. Best seat in the house, I think, is right here. Full loungers. You've got the center console area behind you. I'm over 6 feet. There's still room for two plus people in front of me. This is where it's at. This is the comfortable seat in the house. We'll move back to the helm and to the co-pilot's captain's chairs, and we'll show you what that's about. So in front of Charlie, we've got a full glove box. It's full right now of all the manuals and various things, but you can put an absolute ton of stuff in here. Very easy to open. Seems to stay, for the most part, pretty waterproof. Charlie, show them how you close it. So that's kind of one of the unique things of this boat is you have a center console, if you will, on both port and starboard side. The starboard side, we'll show you the controls, and we'll kind of show you some of the features of the electronics here as well. So we'll wake everything up. The main brains of this operation is powered by this Garmin control center. You've got a Fusion audio system. This can split front versus rear speakers. It's all Bluetooth. It sounds very nice. You can add Sirius XM. You can add other subwoofers and stuff to it as well if you want to expand on that. This unit here is not only phone storage, it is a wireless charger. If you turn on this USB feature, it will activate all the USB outlets on the boat as well as this USB charger. There it goes, it's charging. Now, needless to say, like any other USB charger or wireless charger I've ever used, you've got to have your phone kind of specifically on that spot. Depending on the phone, I've seen people putting little pieces of foam on the bottom to raise and lower where the phone sits. Again, needless to say, as you're going down the water, the phone does stay pretty well, but if it moves around, that is more of a, well, you're anchored sort of thing. But at the end of the day, it does charge your phone, and it works better than the one in my truck, so I can't complain too much about it. So there are a million different ways you can customize this screen depending on what works for you. You've got charts. It will show you water depth. We're not on the water right now, so we're going to zoom out, but it will show you water depths. It will actually show you marked channels of where you can go. It gives you navigation info. You can search marinas on here. You can search boundaries. You can search waypoints. You can set breadcrumbs. What you can do with that is really cool. Again, you can set this up to however you want. You can control your audio from here. You can see what your Bluetooth audio coming through. You can see the artist that's playing. You can skip. You can mute. You can do everything from here. Moving into the gauges. So again, multiple different style gauges. If you like your actual gauge style, you can do that. If you would rather see just raw data, you can do that. And even within here, let's say you don't care what the RPM is and you want to know what the water depth is and you want that screen there. You can change this to customize this to however you want. and the customization ability or capability of this is endless. So at night, the screen automatically dims, so you're not staring into a bright white screen. But again, if you go through this, you'll see the options that this thing gives you is really impressive. Down here, you've got these are actually digital buttons. You've got forward and aft bilge pumps. You do have docking lights. You have courtesy lights throughout the boat. At night, there's about, how many, Charlie, were there? About 10, 12? 12, I would say. Courtesy lights that light up real nice on the deck of the boat. Again, you've got docking lights. Remember, guys, those docking lights are for use when you're docking. They're not headlights. Keep that in mind. It makes it hard for others to see. Dash is very, very nice. It's clean. I think it's simple. You have more options than you could ever imagine, but it's very simple. And I think that's what sets this whole boat apart, is that it's very clean. I think they've done a good job. It's not too much. It's just really sharp looking boat. So we'll move back to the back and we'll show you some of the other features. So inside this, you've got the Tri-Tune. There's full storage inside this ski locker, which is in this pontoon. There is absolutely a ton, oh, hey. Hi. Of storage in here. How many more of you could fit in there? 3. 3 more of you. This thing goes almost up to the front of the boat. Underneath here is access to the bilge pump, but I've got bumpers, poles, covers, and there is seriously a ton of storage. Charlie is not a small kid, so give you an idea. So moving to the back, you can sit here and face forward, or if you want to, once you're anchored, you want to sit here and admire the back of the boat or what's going on behind you, you can flip it that way. This obviously opens as well. You can board the boat from the back. This opens up, you can enter here, come in. Same thing here. This does what you would expect. This moves forward. The beauty of this one, Charlie, show them what that seat does. If you want to sit there, face forward with the feet down. So you can sit here with your feet down. The boat's full of water. It rained last night. Otherwise, open it up, Charlie. Show them what else it can do. The table or the seat? The table. Makes a great table if you want to sit there and have a picnic or whatever. And it easily converts back to either 2 separate seats or a full bench. So go ahead and convert it back. It's a little lever on the bottom, folds down, and then pull the whole seat down. Got your cup holders back, and you got a full bench seat back there. A full mini top. This opens up, goes, basically covers from about here to the back of the boat, so you can get best of both worlds. You can have the sun up the front, shade in the back. It does open very easily. It's just a matter of pulling some of the bars out, and this opens up. It is a manual feature. This one is not electronic. If you're going under a bridge or you prefer to tow this with this down, it's very easy. You pull 2 pins, and this is hydraulically assisted. One person can do it by themselves. This will come down to go under a bridge or for towing or whatever they need. When this also is up, there is a zip-in like changing room if you want, that can create a little bit of privacy if you need to change or whatever the case. That's included with the boat as well. You've got your anchor light up top, obviously for navigation purposes. But this whole thing, this mini top is very, very easy to operate. A lot of times on these boats, they're cumbersome. They take 2 people to hold poles and do this and that. One person can do this by themselves as soon as you understand how to do it very easily. So one thing people commonly say is, hey, this only has 1 front door. There's no side doors anymore. You can get the side doors in the more traditional style Manitou boat, but I will say with having the door in the front and just the back, that floor plan really opens up to some cool features. And we've been on the boat a few times, and I can't honestly say there's ever been a situation where I missed the side door. So I think it's one of those things, we've grown up with pontoon boats having side doors, but I don't know that it's necessary. So don't dismiss a boat because it doesn't have that side door. So this one is powered by a 300 horsepower, 4.2 liter V6 Yamaha outboard motor. The beauty of this Manitou lineup right now is you can get Yamaha, you can get Mercury, you can get Suzuki. You can pick your power plant, you can pick your horsepower, you can pick your floor plan. If you go on Manitou's website, you can design these boats up to twin 450 engines, $300,000. I mean, you can literally customize this like if you were building your own house. So it's pretty cool. The other thing I should mention is they have an option for a Rotex motor. And if you haven't seen it yet, it's basically an outboard motor that sits underneath the back swim platform. The back swim platform is an additional 4 feet on the boat. When you're out on the water, you see no motor. It's like a ghost motor. The thing sits under the water. It's super cool. That motor option comes either 115 or 150 horsepower. Again, watch our other videos. We're going to go into a really in-depth video about the Rotax motor in that specific boat. But again, you can choose to customize these boats any way that works for you. So a huge thanks to Nielsen Enterprises for letting us borrow this boat and demo the boat and show it off to you guys. If you're looking for a Manitou product or a BRP product, check out Nielsens.com, largest Midwest power sport dealer, and they'll be glad to help you out. We'll see you on the chain of lakes, and as always, please consider liking and subscribing the video, and we'll see you on the water.